Good morning dear students. Today we are going to start with our new chapter, Force, Work and Energy. Force. What is force? Force is a push or pull that is used to move an object. Like if I am having a car, a toy car, I have to apply some force on it to move it. Second, slow down or stop a moving object. If this car is moving and I have to stop it, then I have to stop it by applying force. Or if I want to change its position, if it is going in this direction and I want it to move in another direction, then I have to stop it with my hands and then I'll change its direction. So this is also a force. Third, change the direction of a moving object. As I told you, if you are playing in park with your friends with a ball and if you want to change the direction, you want to throw ball here, you want to throw ball there, that is also a force. Fourth, change the shape of an object. If we want to change the shape of an object, then also we have to apply some force on it. And this you can easily understand by the example of dough. आप इसकी रोल करके गोल गोल बॉल से भी बना सकते हो, आप ऐसे ऐसे रोल करोगे तो सिलेंड्रिकल शेप बन जाएगी. So that is also by the application of force on it. So once again I am repeating, force is a push or pull on an object that changes its direction, its speed or its position. Next we come to the types of forces. Force are of four major types: muscular force, gravitational force, magnetic force and friction. So let us start discussing them one by one. First, muscular force. As the name suggests, muscular force is the force that is applied by our muscles. Means anything we do with our body, like if we put some weight, here is a box, I am picking it up, then it is which force I have applied in? Muscular force I have applied on it to pull it up. Next is gravitational force. Gravitational force. Next is gravitational force. You must have seen an object when we freely pulls it from a height, it always goes down. Have you ever think why it always goes down? Why don't you it moves here and there? सोचा आपने कभी कि आपने बॉल थ्रो करी और वो बॉल इधर चले जाए उधर चले जाए बट नीचे ना गिरे? Can it happen? No, it can't happen. Why? Because of the presence of gravitational force. Gravitational force is that force with which Earth pulls everything towards itself, and it is very important. Without the gravitational force, we won't be able to walk on the ground. If there would be no gravitational force, then all of us will not be able to walk and we will be flying over here, there, everywhere. So, now next comes our next force, and that is magnetic force. I think you all must know what is a magnet. Wait, let me show you. I am having this round one magnet. So, the force that a magnet exerts on iron or steel things, that is called magnetic force. Let me show you. Here is a ball. I am having some nails in this ball. When I try to close this magnet to this, see, there is a force with which this magnet will pull the nails towards itself. See, this pull which a magnet pulls on iron or steel things, that is magnetic force. We cannot pick up paper, plastic or anything else with magnet. Magnetic force is applied on the iron objects only, and steel is also having some amount of iron in it, so steel objects also. So now we have covered types of forces. muscular force, the force which is due to muscles of body, gravitational force, the force due to the earth's pull, and magnetic force, the force of magnet with which it pulls iron and steel things towards itself. Now let us come to friction. So my dear students, friction, that is a very vast topic. We will study only a little bit in this class. So let us start with the definition. Friction is a force between two surfaces in contact. If any two surfaces are in contact, then it's friction. Suppose I am here, these are my two hands, and I have started rubbing it. So this is also friction, and with this friction I am generating a heat. When we rub our palms, you feel some heat over there, and this is also due to the friction. Friction is less on smooth surfaces and it is more on rough surfaces. Friction is both good for us and bad for us, but more good for us. So we will discuss advantages of friction first. Okay? So what are the advantages of friction? First, I have already told you, friction helps us to produce heat. When we rub palms, it generates heat. Next, to walk on ground. How to walk on ground? But now you have told earlier that gravitational force helps us to walk on ground. Yes, beta. It's gravitational force with which we are able to stand on this floor. Another reason is with which we can walk smoothly on ground is friction. If there would be no friction, then we will not able to walk smoothly on the surfaces. There will be friction. मतलब कि like अगर कोई surface बहुत ज़्यादा smooth है, बहुत ज़्यादा चिकनी है, like किसी के घर में tiles होती हैं. You have all of you must be having tiles or marble floor in your house or whatever it is. So कोई tiles होती है उसमें ना बहुत ज़्यादा slippery होती है. तो उसकी वजह से क्या होता है, फ्रिक्शन कम हो जाता है. स्मूथ सरफेसेस पे देयर इज ऑलवेज लेस फ्रिक्शन, और अगर फ्रिक्शन कम होगा तो हम क्या करेंगे, स्लिप कर जाएंगे. सो दैट इज व्हाई हियर फ्रिक्शन इज नॉट गुड. अगर फ्रिक्शन लेस है तो वो हमारे लिए अच्छा नहीं है वॉकिंग के लिए. नेक्स्ट, रफ सरफेस. आपने देखा होगा जो रैंप वगैरह है घर में, वो हम बनाते हैं थोड़ी टाइल्स के, जिसके बीच में स्क्वायर्स होते हैं या कुछ भी डिजाइन होता है. वो किस लिए बनाते हैं डिजाइन? हम जो अपना अंदर रूम्स में जो टाइल्स यूज करते हैं, वही टाइल्स हम बाहर क्यों नहीं यूज करते? वो इसलिए क्योंकि अगर हम वही टाइल्स यूज करेंगे तो जो उसका फ्लोर होगा वो बहुत ज्यादा स्लिपरी हो जाएगा एंड वी विल फॉल डाउन. सो रफ सरफेस पे फ्रिक्शन ज्यादा होता है और हमें फोर्स भी ज्यादा लगाना पड़ता है. मोर फ्रिक्शन, मोर फोर्स. Less friction, less force we have to use. So now let us discuss. We were discussing advantages. Next, to drive a car or to stop a car by applying brake. A car is also able to ride or run on road due to this friction. If there will be very smooth road, then it will be very difficult to hold a grip of the tire. So it is very important for running of the cars and all vehicles. Next is on applying brake. When we have to stop a car, it's friction because of which a car stops. So in this way, friction is very important for us. Moreover, writing on a paper, that is also due to the friction. It is rolling friction with which we are using here. So you have seen many ways in which friction is useful to us. Now let me tell you some disadvantages of friction. Friction is having some disadvantages also, like it wastes energy because friction, if more friction is there, then we will need more energy to do work. So it means it wastes energy. We need to apply more force due to friction. Next, sole of shoe अगर wear out. when we walk on the road, if there is friction, means there is some rough surface and our shoes come in contact with that rough surface, it causes our shoes to wear away soon. Next, causes machines to wear out. Yes, this is one important reason. Due to friction, machines used to wear out. Means वो जल्दी खराब हो जाती हैं. अगर ज़्यादा friction होगा ना, then they used to be wear out earlier. So for this, we used to reduce the friction. That I will be discussing. Lastly and most important point is forest fire. Forest fires are also caused by friction. In forest, when two branches of the trees rub together, then they produce fire due to this friction only. So we can say friction have some advantages also and disadvantages also. But for us, I can say friction is more beneficial. Like I have already told you, first point in walking. If there would be no friction or there would be very less friction, then it will be very difficult to walk. Let me tell you with an example, like have you ever walked on ice floor? Have you ever done ice skating? No, it's very difficult. Because ice have very less friction and it's very difficult for us to move on less friction surface. Secondly, moving of the cars also. If there is very less friction on the road, then our car would slip. Have you ever noticed when after rain, when we tend to say that the road is very slippery these days, so drive carefully. Because of the water, the friction of the road is reduced and there is much possibility of accident because of the skidding of the bike or cars. So that is, in that ways, friction is very useful to us. Now, let me tell you how to reduce friction. We can also reduce friction. I have told you here that it causes machines to wear out. But we can prevent it. We can reduce it. How we can reduce it? We can reduce it by oiling and greasing. We have to properly oil and grease our machines regularly to reduce friction and to increase their life. And second thing is that I can give you an example of reducing friction. Have you ever played carom? Yes, I think you must have played in these holidays also, because we were not allowed to go outside. What we have to do inside? We have to play some indoor games, and carom is a must for that. So in carom also, when we put some powder on that carom board, the friction is reduced and you are able to strike the coins very smoothly. So in this way, friction can be reduced. When we put some powder on the carom board, it reduces friction and it reduces our efficiency and our speed also to strike the striker. So that is all about friction. In our next class, we will study this chapter further. Till then, you have to study all these things yourself twice from the book, and you can discuss it with your family, how friction helps us, how it is not good for us, so that you can understand it better. Thank you. Bye-bye.